My mom, bless her heart, used to watch after me and my sister by working as a waitress. Howard Johnson's in a little town called Thousand Oaks, California. So a lot of times on Sunday morning, she'd have to work, because people come in after church, but we would be taken to church by some of the neighbors, whoever happened to be going. So I got quite an education church hopping as a kid. And I kind of came up with my own way of thinking and personal relationship with God. And my mom says, you should write that in a song. So this is for you, Mom. As you wander toward the horizon, be sure not to tread on your fellow man. It's so hard not to focus on your life alone. There are people out there in need of our attention. I'm sure you work hard for everything that you own. We are all in the same boat together. Hurt somebody else and you're hurting yourself. It's a scar that will brand you forever. Take a person's hand, caress her face, hold a conversation, handle it with grace. Carry that burden as long as you can. Remember, we are the fingertips of God. I was on my way to heaven's gate, came to a fork in the road, wondered which one to take. I asked a man on a tractor, doesn't matter which way I head. Not to me, he said. So I thought of that man, the hard life he had led, and I could understand why he was bitter. He saw my foreign car, long hair and guitar, and it shook me for some kind of sinner. Take a person's hand, caress her face, hold a conversation, handle it with grace. Carry that burden for as long as you can. Remember, we are the fingertips of God. Well, that farmer looked at me like I was crazy, but then he started to laugh. He invited me in for some coffee. After a while we got to talking, and it turned out his wife had been ill. She might die, so I said what I could to ease a man's pain. Feeling our fragile bond growing stronger, I offered my blessing and I was on my way. But he stopped me, he told me that path you were looking for is just over yonder. Take a person's hand, caress her face, hold a conversation, handle it with grace. Carry that burden as long as you can. Remember, we are the fingertips of God. Just remember, we are the fingertips of God. Gonna let my fingers do the walking. Gonna let my fingers do the walking, yeah. Gonna let my fingers do the walking. Gonna let my fingers do the walking, yeah.
That's our buddy, Kevin Danzig. Check out his latest CD. It's called Boxcars. It's available online at kevindanzig.com. And Kevin, again, will be back during the second half of this edition of Radio Live.